Good morning. Good morning and welcome. Anybody visiting us this morning, I just like to say your presence here with us is such a blessing. And I'm hoping you'll join us downstairs after worship for coffee, and our ice cream sundaes are this week, so be sure to come down for that. I have an announcement from the pastoral care team and Frank. The spiritual retreat is this Wednesday from 9 till 12, and lunch is included after. It's at the Cedar Island Yacht Club. Frank's part of this message is he is appealing to the male population of the congregation. He is the only male registered for this retreat, so he's begging. He said a few good men, and I said any men, and he said fine. So if you're interested in going, please see Sue Staples after church or Frank. Okay, we have a couple of announcements.
Good morning. As you know, we have a new family in our community. It's a Muslim family, and I'd like Scott to put the name up, please, on the board. Chaya Ahmed Ali, 17 years old. I've got to know him quite well. I drive him to school and drive him home every day to Leamington, day after day after day. And the good news is, Chaya finally had bus transportation arranged, so at some point in time, hopefully this week, my driving will end. But it will switch, because we now have a confirmed time when we need help to get the mom, dad, and the two little girls to the SECC for ESL and daycare, because it's all free and it's in Leamington. And that's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon till 4 o'clock. And if it's somebody with a van, everybody can fit nicely into it. I also think somebody with a full-size pickup would work too, but John and I will check that one out maybe before the day is out. Anyway, so Chaya Ahmed Ali, his name is quite different than everybody else. Ahmed, his middle name, as you see up on the screen, Ahmed is the name of his father. And his father is not his father passed away in 2004, but he obviously keeps the name. Ali, the next name, that's the name of his grandfather. And since that is how they do in their custom, to name their first son, I guess you have the first name where you can name whoever you want to name them. The second one is kind of preordained, as is the third. So Chaya Ahmed Ali, you'll say, well, why is his name so different than everybody else? Well, that's just the way it works. And each week we find out different things, the way things work. But so keep in mind, as far as transportation to the SECC, 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and it would be really helpful if we had some people, so we can maybe have somebody do it once a week. I think I will do it twice a week. I'm going to commandeer my daughter's van, because the hassle of the whole thing is not the driving, it's getting the car seats in. And if I can drive for 2 days with the car seats in, then take them off and give them to somebody else, that would be fabulous. Anyway, that was that one announcement. And the last announcement is, it's hard to believe as you're sitting there doing this, that it's going to be winter soon. And unfortunately, the people from the other side of the pond did not anticipate winter the way we have our winters. So they are in need of winter clothing. And there is a list at the back of the church. I just happened to be walking by and I found it. They did sizing. Beth did the sizing, I believe. And this is the sizes that people need for winter. If you'd like to look through your closets or wherever, and you might have something that might fit mom, dad, or the little girls, all the sizes are on here. And if you don't have anything but you'd like to help in some way, if you put us in your offering envelope, if you just put down winter clothing, we will put that in a separate fund, that any monies that we need to use to purchase clothing that we didn't get donated, we have that. So winter clothing would be the key. Don't just say to the United Church it'll end up in Frank's pocket. Yeah. And in Florida, on his Florida account. And that completes my announcements. But I'm hoping Chaya will join us in the next week or two and be on our cameras, because I did inform him that being on a camera would give him community service, which he needs in order to graduate. So we're looking forward to someday seeing him on the cameras. Thank you.
Good morning.
Last week, there was an announcement in our bulletin about the cross-cultural dinner, and I have to tell you, the response to this dinner has been overwhelming. I made a presentation at SECC to the Assyrian refugees this week, along with an interpreter. The smiles on their faces, due to the fact that we opened our doors and welcomed them into our church, was just unbelievable. I can tell you we could have 500 people in this church. The response has been so strong to this dinner. So we're going to have several different cultures attending, and I'm reaching out to our congregation to attend the dinner, extend a welcoming hand, and gain a better understanding of the different cultures and the people from other faiths and ethnicities. So I'm going to pass around a little sign-up sheet because seats will be limited. And I encourage you to attend this dinner and learn more about, our fellow countrymen and our newcomers to our community, and show them that we care about them and that we want to welcome them to our country. So I'm going to pass this around, and hopefully everybody will sign up for the dinner. It's free, no charge. Free will offer.